Hello, hello, and good evening, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Dragon Age. Two little announcements this evening. So go down into the description to visit our friends at Composite Games for all of your Warhammer and RPG needs. But also we have a new one, minimegastore.com. Go to them, all sorts of 3D printed models and WizKids branded Dungeons and Dragons items, including some amazing light up dice and glitter dice. I've actually ordered some just to go in my DM pile. I'll be able to show them off in a couple of videos or so. But yes, please pay them a visit. And as for tonight's episode, let's get on with it.
Got it.
Okay, guys, you're nearly at retirement age. Episode 64. There you go, I'm going one more episode, time to retire. Okay, so last time out, you entered into a battle with a reincarnated nemesis in the bone-faced one and his girlfriend, Evil Pearl, who turned out to be a hag. After battling them and leaving them for dead for 7 days at least, wink, wink, you spoke to Kevin, and as all the working girls and other staff left Pearls, you became the proud owners of the establishment. Securing the door and leading back to the marketplace to speak to Captain Kylon, letting him know of your success and being told of the problems in the Alienage. That was your next stop. And as you step into the dirt-filled streets, you lead your way to Skipits' home. So as we left off, Skipit opened the door and walked in and was greeted with a hello. Like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Awesome. What are you doing back already? Where's our dinner?
What do you mean, where's our dinner?
Well, that's why you left. You went to get food.
Oh, yeah. Well, I kinda... how do I explain this one? Well... I kinda... My ear got tugged by this little dwarf fella here. And I kinda joined his team. And we kinda had a couple fights. And I almost didn't die. And then he came here. Hello.
Okay. So, dinner?
Yeah, about that.
It's very nice that you brought your friends over, but I can't feed them, can I? So lovely to meet you all. Yes, lovely. Nice to see you too.
Nice to, lovely to meet you, Mrs. Skipit.
Yes.
Well, you got a beard?
It's not a beard, it's just wispy hairs.
Oh, sorry, love.
I can have a shave if you wish. Maybe some for the top of your head.
Right, okay, I think I can solve this food dilemma, Mr. Skipple. And I cast Create Food and Water.
Oh my god.
Oh wow!
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Cantrip before you never
That is a skill in itself. I like it. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
You've had that this whole time.
Yes, but food is not very tasty.
Oh,
It's quite bland.
Being starving.
Go on then. So go on then, Bubba Tunde. What do you create?
Well, description says bland but nourishing. So what's a bland but nourishing food?
Potatoes.
Definitely
potatoes are good.
nourishing.
I don't know. Sushi, why not? Let's go with that.
Raw.
I love a
fish.
bit of sushi.
Let's just go. None of the filling, just the rice in the circles. So just a nice platter of
Just
raw rice.
rice.
Rice balls.
Yes, nice
Just
sticky
rice and seaweed.
Yes, there we go.
Yes. So rice balls.
Mm.
Love it.
I can't say it looks uber tasty, but it's better than what my son brought back, isn't it?
Yes.
Where's
indeed.
Well-
your, where's your brother?
Oh God.
Should we say or not?
Shut up, you bummo.
Yeah, bummer.
I'll take that as a no.
He's gone to the shop. Yeah.
Oh, what shop's that? Challenge your improv. Go on.
It's the one just that way, Mum.
The one just that way. Oh, he's gone to the veggie stall. Yeah, we could do with some veg to go with this rice. Hopefully he turns up before we finish. Come, sit. Oh, sit. Yes. And she sort of starts handing out goblets and glasses, and just they're basically like little handheld bowls carved out of wood, but just sort of places them in front of each of you, and starts pouring out a jug of water.
Oh,
As Babatunde was good enough to supply some.
well in there, Bubba didn't know well in there.
And if any of you fancy it, I've got this if you're feeling adventurous. And she puts this sort of it's just a brown glass bottle on the end of the table with a cork that just looks way too big for the bottle itself. It's sort of like it's jammed in there, but it looks like it's not supposed to fit.
What's in it?
Something that'll put airs on your chest. And maybe on your chin.
I'll go for a bit of that. Yeah, why not? Thank you so much.
I'll give it a go.
Roll a D100.
That's right. I was getting ready for later. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
You're okay at the minute. I'm not going to poison you.
Really?
Oh, for initiative.
She tries to kill you. I love it.
Jeez, Mum. It could have been a bit nicer to the guests.
No, death to the strangers. No,
Please, Mum. They're innocent.
Not again.
Not all of us are.
Shut up. I'm trying to help here, you bummo.
but yeah, so how many of you wanted the weird concoction?
Go on in.
3 so far.
Yes, I'll have facial hair drink.
Yeah.
4. That's 4 members.
Okay, everybody but Skipit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because he's underage.
Concerning.
Well, I'm glad that's it because you're too young to drink it anyway.
Ow.
And as you drink it, the nectar itself, it's really sweet to the taste, but as it goes down, it feels like it's like liquid lava. It's hot and almost burns all the way down.
Ooh,
It sort of
lovely.
sears the inside just with the amount of alcohol content that this has. Everybody that drank some, roll me a d12.
D12.
Who
we
uses a
go.
D12 these days? Right. 6.
7.
Hold on, we'll go with Bob 6 first.
Bob Shrink.
What's your favourite animal?
Oh!
I can tell you what it isn't. Bleeding sheep.
Okay, what is your favourite animal?
Oh, favorite animal. Well, it's gonna have to be it's a tricky one. I have to get back to you on that one.
I had what did I have? I had a 7 from Cole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Cole. Ooh. Cole, pretty good. For the next 24 hours, you have advantage on all wisdom checks, not saving throws, but wisdom checks, and you have gained the ability to cast Detect Thoughts just
Ooh,
once,
nice.
Oh wow!
but in
That's
the
pretty
next
cool.
24 hours.
Alrighty. Gonna highlight that. Thank you. That sounds cool.
He's got to be a dog, really, innit?
Got to be a dog.
He got to be a dog.
So as you're sort of sitting, as you're sitting there, the Skipit's mum, what should we call her? Lippet. We got Skipit, Lippet, Pippin, yeah, Pippet, Lippet. Oh, what's that growing out of your bum? And then this just giant wagging tail just starts flapping behind Bob.
Oh, lovely.
So you have got a dog's tail for 24 hours.
I never had a tail before. Oh, a bit
What did
weird.
Babatunde roll?
11.
11. Have you ever watched Pinocchio?
Yes.
Awesome. You have just seen, as you sit there, your two horns that are on top of your head, they just kind of go and drop down the side of your head and now represent two giant donkey ears.
Oh
But
What the hell?
but you now gain advantage on all wisdom checks
no. Ooh.
when relying on hearing.
Ah.
This is one of the weirdest tables I've ever read from.
Well, that's a pain in the ass.
Have an inspiration. You're on, Anna.
Right.
I got a 2.
A 2. Man, he's got to turn a page. Okay. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be worse. Roll me a d4. It's probably the
Right.
best one that anybody's got so far.
You are a pillow for the next 24 hours.
4.
4. Awesome. So you're a lizard, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm not quite sure how to do this. So you sort of you're used to having weird stuff growing on your body and bits like that, but you start to feel like your skin starts to itch and you start to scratch, and all of a sudden, just around your chin, around your neck, this of feathers sort of starts to grow and gives you a collar. And as you sort of look down your arms, they sort of, and you've now got your arms, legs, body completely covered in these golden bright feathers. But you gain an extra 1 to your AC for the next 4 days.
Dang.
Nice.
Oh, quality.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Ow.
What a weird one. Yeah. Skipit's now regretting not drinking.
Mum, go a sip, please.
No, you're too young.
But Mum, they got powers.
Don't make me send them to your room. Don't make me send you to your room. Hear that?
Please, Mum.
No, just sit down and eat your dinner. Chew your rice.
Okay.
Oh.
I might go and check on Pippet, you know.
So what brings you lovely boys into the alienage?
Give me son back.
I think I was saying about bringing my son back. Is that it? Just bringing him back to me?
You got him now. We'll be off.
What? Hold on a minute.
See you later, then, Pippin.
Oh, Bob. Shut up, you.
Alright, you mind how you talk to your elders and tell you. Give you a bloody good eye and take me belt off. Give you a bloody clip round your ear, boy. Be like that, you really.
Bob, I will cast Fireball.
I'll tell you back in my day, mate.
Don't you cast fireball in this house? We've only just rebuilt it after the last time.
It's fine.
To answer your question,
Yeah.
we're here to help with freeing you guys or stopping the traders for abusing you.
Ooh, now that's a fancy how do you do. Would be nice to be free again. I might actually get to see my husband. He only comes home 2 hours a day. The rest of it he spends working in that bastard warehouse.
Mum,
Oh,
What?
mind your language. Gee,
Bastard.
better. Not good, but better.
now we understand where you get your potty mouth.
So, shh. Your eyes. But yes, I'm sure there are much more people around here. I mean, there was some lunatic came running through the streets saying that we're free, screaming his head off. He grabbed a bag and disappeared off. Grabbed his daughter and just left
A bag of what?
his bag.
Oh, his bag. I thought you said a bag.
No,
Sorry,
his
Mum.
bag. Grabbed his bag, I'm assuming it was his, might have been somebody else's. And just left, wandered off, disappeared. I've seen him before. Seen his daughter too. Not sure where they worked.
I think I recall the person you're talking about.
Oh, glad you know him.
Worked at Pearls, I believe. And the poor daughter was with How?
Oh, that would make sense. But why are they free? Why did they get away? It's always an interesting world, this one.
Well, there was kind of this guy that had a bone face. And he had this evil lady, and she's part of the slave trade and stuff. And she tried to kill us, and then we killed her. And I think Bob made it so she can't go back for another 7 days. But everyone in that building who signed the contract to her is now free.
Ooh, so all we got to do is kill them. Interesting.
No, Mum, that's not quite how.
That's right.
That is somewhat correct, Skipit.
Yeah.
Mum, don't turn into a murder hobo, please. We've got enough of those. Please.
Yeah, your son's already one, so you don't need.
Oh, it would be nice to be able to see my husband for more than 2 hours a day and my boys to be back home and trying to get an education. It's a struggle. It's like being a single mum in this place. I mean, as you can see, we don't have much. Just a few boxes and bits of sack to sleep under.
Oh, I'll get it. You're looking for an handout. How much you want then?
No, don't.
No, come on, let's just get to the point and beat around the bush. How much you want?
Well, if you want to buy me contract from the slavers or buy my husband's contract from the slavers, I think it'll cost you about 40 gold pieces. That's all.
Or the
Right.
killer slavers.
Where are they?
Who, the slavers?
Yeah.
Well, generally down in the old warehouse, but the old hour's ticking on. I'm not sure they're going to be there now. The doors will be locked and they leave the workers in there overnight.
Go on then.
Can we just go break it?
There you go.
Just break in and let them out.
Yeah, what's going to happen when they come back?
Well, we'll sort it out.
Where do bloody slavers live then? Where they living? Where they living?
Right.
I'll go in the house, I'll give you 40 gold, and you'll be under me, you'll be working for me.
I think that's where they live, you know.
Right. So somewhere in there, I think, where did the slavers live? So this, the slavers live in the posh part of town.
Right. Well, I don't mind partying with 40 gold if you know, or if you guys want to do it the fun way and break in and that, and then like kill the slavers. You never know. Might be a little bit better, but I'm just thinking I've got 40 gold and I don't really need, and I'll probably go and give it to the slavers, and then they're waiting on a contract for me. I'll probably get them to do a couple of jobs, carrying a few things from here and there, but you never know. I might let them free, but at the end of the day, it's a valuable commodity. You know what I mean? I don't know what are your thoughts then?
Yes.
Good answer. Good answer.
I think it would be easier to just buy the freedom of Skipit's mom and
What
pop.
about the others?
Well, that comes with a lot of political ramifications, which perhaps we haven't given enough consideration to. But
True.
in the short term, it would be easiest, but in the long term, we probably should think about that.
Ramifications.
Right, I reckon we just break them out then, because I've got a contract for a lot of them, but it turns out it's only a contract for a couple of them. It's not really worth 40 gold to me, so I reckon we just break them out.
Bob, please.
Where's the door? Where's the door? I'll bloody knock it down and get them all out, and then they're not going to do anything when they come back because they won't have any chains on.
What?
Hey! Hey!
My colleague is trying to
where's
say
the
is,
door?
where is the location of the warehouse?
Oh, the warehouse. So, you know when you came in the main door? Well, if you don't turn right and head down the street to ours, you turn left and you head down the street to the warehouse. Big warehouse right on the outskirts of town is. Can't miss it. 3 stories high, 3 stories low. Big old wooden doors with a massive chain across the front. That's where you want to know.
Does the warehouse have a security detail of some description?
I can't imagine that it would be leaving the number of slaves in there unattended.
All right.
All right.
Well, I personally don't know about you lads, but I'm quite full on the rice balls now, and I wouldn't mind a little rest up before we head off and try and get into more calamity. I'm still not in the best of health.
Well, one word you better do another. You know, I would agree on that one there, Bubba, didn't I? You know, I think that's very good observation that you made there, and I think we should respect the wise words of Iman there, and we should get our heads down.
Like you,
How much
I
did
don't.
you have to drink before you came today?
Bob,
Same
I
as
think
a
we should have a
judge.
text-to-speech.
I don't wish to assume, of course, Mrs. Skillet. Are we able to spend the night here?
But it is a duty to take in people and hospitalities acts.
Is it now? Well, in that case, you can share the bed with me.
I don't mind that, love.
Oh no.
He's happily married, you know.
Well, I ain't gonna touch her. She goes leave.
As for the rest of you, I can only offer you a few sacks to sleep under and maybe use as a pillow. There's not a lot of room in there, so I mean, you sort of look around. You look down the other end of the room that you're sitting in, and you can see pallets and crates that have been made into some sort of makeshift bed with just some Hessian sacks laid over the top. You see 2 little shelves on the wall that are sort of built with a pillow on it, which you presume are for the 2 sons. The table you're sitting at is literally 2 pallets that have just been screwed together and put on a crate. So it's not much. And the stove itself is just it's huge cast iron, almost like an old bath that they've just filled with coals that they cook over the top.
Good. We stay here.
Yeah, that'd be great, ma'am. Thank you for your hospitality.
That's right, and here's my weapons as a as a respect of your living place, or whatever bloody hell it is.
Weapons? What, you're giving out all the weapons?
That's right, it's respectful.
Ooh, there's a stick. Can I put it on the fire?
Yeah, go on then.
No.
Yeah, jug it on, useless.
Fair enough. She goes and puts it down next to the next to the heater stove with all the other cuts of wood.
Bob
Leans
kicks
all-
it in.
Leans all the other weapons up against the wall that Bob gave her for some reason.
Just so she doesn't think you're going to stab him. Stab her.
Yeah.
The Oathbringer sort of gleams with light as she touches it and leans it against the wall. Just a little shine. As it's so damn pretty.
All right, let's have a look at that. Do you mind, love? You want to have a look at this one?
Well, it is yours. Nothing to do with me. Does anybody fancy a tea?
Yes.
Fine.
That'd be lovely.
Handful of sticks goes into the bin as she lights it and puts a still bucket of water on the top. The Weaver's Edge stick still sitting by the edge.
Bob kicks it in.
No.
Fair enough.
Stop
The Weaver's Edge.
madness.
The Weaver's Edge goes in.
No.
The stick goes in, you mean?
Well, it was the Weaver's Edge at one point.
It could be revived. Maybe.
So the oath that you made, tuna giant,
There's all
and you kicked the chosen weapon into the fire.
Bloody John's dead, mate. Before he's set on fire, they're all dead. Don't matter. He's got no powers anymore. So. Bloody stupid stick, bro. I guess.
Just a stick.
I'm looking forward to this long rest. You're gonna have a great nightmare.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have nightmares galore.
Chased by trees.
What's the saying?
Makes a note.
Well,
Nothing's worse than a woman scorned.
So yeah, you grab the Oathbringer. You're basically settling down now for a long rest. It is the evening. It's probably, I mean, like, you know, it's only evening at the minute, sort of 6-7 o'clock.
I'll tune to the Oathbringer.
Oh, heavens above.
Can I do that to my dagger as well?
You want to attune to your dagger? Yes.
I'll do that with Merkenstaff.
Oh my god!
I'd like to attune to my winged boots as well, please.
Wow, magical items galore.
How does the tuning work?
Basically,
You
while
wop it up and down.
take your long rest, you go, ooh, this is nice. And that's it. You just sit there looking at it
Yeah.
until your body kind of goes, that's how I use it. Pretty much.
And
You know,
I-
Does it like have to be like restarted or something? Or, like, okay.
Wait, right. Oathbringer is a custom item, is it?
It was going to be, yes.
All right. Send me the details for it. So.
Well, I was going to save you from one of my cranky write-ups, and I was just going to send you over the Holy Avenger.
Oh,
sounds
yeah, I
cool.
love that.
That sounds cool.
Is that what you're gonna? Is that what I'll do?
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, what I was coming up with was pretty close to that anyway.
All right. Yeah.
So just take the Holy Avenger because it's easy.
Okay.
You keep track.
Extra 2d10 radiant damage on undead.
He's a beast.
That is a beast.
So Skipit, you have got a dagger of poison. So if you go into your inventory and write poison dagger, I think it is, it will be in there. Right, if you go and manage items.
Yay! Oh,
Wait, is this a longsword?
Yes, you're taking it. As a sword.
Okay.
it doesn't say a poison dagger exists.
It does. Hold on. Let's pull.
Type in manage item.
Right, yes. So dagger of venom, holy avenger. Your wing boots. Yes, you can fly
Yay!
as you attune.
Thank you.
Oh, and your
Yes.
merkin staff gives you an extra sorcerer's point in a day, and to your current abilities is a +3 magical staff.
Nice.
Nice.
Ah. Quick question. I'm reading the dagger of venom. It says 1 charge. What does that mean?
So once per day.
It does its extra damage.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what is a one use thing. But
That's fine.
we do crafting. If you've got a venom gland that belonged to an animal, or somebody in the team has got a venom gland that belonged to an animal,
I have venom glands and venom sacs.
then if you kind of go, oh, I've got venom, and recharge the dagger via the venom things, then you can keep your dagger going throughout the day.
Yeah, I got.
All the venom glands run out.
Ooh, well, it depends what you start doing, and I'll tell you how many charges you can get out of a gland. I think I told Cole that he could get 5 out of a gland.
5 charges out of a gland. Okay. I think I just have 1 gland.
So,
Yeah, Pippin, I got a vial of acid as well. Which I picked up from a ghast. You can have that, you know.
Bob's carrying loads of random crap as well.
There you go. Right, drop it then.
Bob is literally walking around with a rucksack bigger than him.
So I'll give you, yeah. This is like, I can't remember your character's name from the first campaign.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Auburn gave us.
He was a hoarder.
Yeah.
It was a hoarder.
Seems to be a recurring thing with dwarfs.
You would think
So
so.
what? Has Bob
Yeah.
got anything that he needs to attune to?
Nah, not really.
No.
No, just these new donkey ears. But that's about it.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys are settling down for your long rest. So take your long rest. Some of you have.
So,
And while you're taking your long rest, do I need a dream? Do I need to throw anything at anybody?
so I gave Pippin that acid vial.
Okay. Gave it to Pippin. Pippin's
Skip.
on the roof of the tavern.
Shut up.
He's you gave it to Skipit.
Yeah.
Skipit, you have a vial of acid now.
And a venom gland. Do I not?
I don't know if Cole gave you the venom gland or not.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yes. Yeah. So just put it in notes of venom gland.
I am.
And you'll be able to top up your dagger 5 times. But once the venom gland's gone, then your dagger goes back to 1 a day.
Okay. How many charges is it? 5.
5 for the venom gland.
And what is the vial of acid going to do?
Use it and find out. It won't do anything for your dagger. But
Oh, right. That's what I was giving it to.
no, it's a venom. It's a venom dagger, so it works with venom.
Hey, Bob, I'll keep it.
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't need it anyway.
Marvelous.
Always
So as
been.
you all sort of tuck down for your long rest, the snoring of Skipit's mum almost keeping you up as it almost roars from down the other room. But Babatunde, while you're sleeping, a beautiful depiction of a woman appears in your dreams. You recognize her. She's visited you before. As Andraste just appears to you. And as she reaches out, she just places her finger on your forehead, and you feel this overwhelming force come over you. Just almost fills you with joy, happiness, and just this overwhelming feeling of pride in yourself. And you have gained an Andraste's blessing for the next 24 hours. So you can re-roll any nat ones.
Ooh, sick one. Thank you, Andraste.
See what happens when you behave yourself as a paladin?
Oh, yes, I should do this more often.
I should be a good guy.
Oh, 18. Oh, I feel so powerful.
As you all rest and sleep, and that's the only dream for the moment. You're woken by an incredible noise coming from outside, rattling of a bell, just ding a 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 ding, screaming as the streets, sort of a parade of people start running through the streets, screaming. You start to hear the wall has fallen, they've broken through.
What?
You say what now?
Grab my stuff and run outside, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Bob, the first one outside the front door. As Bob gets outside, the street's almost empty of people as you just see the back end as they're sort of all running away. The tower's encroached, the wall is down. They're in. Run for your lives.
Start running.
Wait, Bob.
Is anybody following him out?
If there's anyone still running, I'll be asking him, from what?
They kind of look behind you, mate.
All right, what do I see?
And as you look left, you see a mass of darkspawn entering through the city walls.
Oh, sugar.
Oh no!
Behind you, mate.
All right, I cast Fireball.
Okay.
I agree. I cast Fireball as well.
Hold your horses.
I run away.
Wait, can I?
Can you cast Fireball? I don't know.
That's what I'm going to find out.
Starts getting his books out.
Oh no!
Damn.
No.
Just as well.
No,
as
I can't.
rest.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Oh, did we complete our long rest?
Yes,
Oh.
you're woken in the morning. It's fine.
Cool.
Oh, lovely map.
Yes.
First light
I
attack.
remember those.
Oh, I love the gallows.
Um,
Oh, with a little crate on there as well. Isn't that sweet?
I'm glad somebody.
Could you-
I'm glad
Isn't
somebody.
it
I did that just to disturb you a little bit.
And the toilet as well. The latrine. Is that what it is?
but you're still saying that I'm attuned to the power staff.
You should. Well, as long as you haven't unattuned to it, you're still attuned to it.
Just trying to think if I got it. If I'm still attuned to
You
anything.
can only be attuned to 3 things at once. So as long as you've not got 4 things, You should be fine.
Yep, then I'm fine. Cool. Then I can cast Fireball.
Well, as you both called it before I put the map up, go ahead.
Who's going first?
I go take charge of my staff. So that's take 5 charges off. Can all of them make a dex saving throw, please?
They're going to have exactly the same dex saving throw for Skip It as well.
Okay.
My 6 saving throws. No, my 5 saving throw. I've got an 18, a 20, a 16, and then 3 sub-10s.
All the people that are above the 17 take half.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will deal out 8d6.
And same here.
Well, what's your DC of your spell, Skip It? Because yours won't be as high as Anders.
What's DC?
The DC of your spell. So when you click on spells, it will show you what you've got. So it'll go attack plus, magic plus, and then DC, and it'll give you a number.
Oh, 15.
There you go.
Which means,
So everything that rolled over a 15 takes half damage.
yeah.
28 points of fire damage.
Cool. And half for the others, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
What's Carl Warlock?
Fighter Warlock.
The
Okay,
pact
now that
of-
that's done, can we roll for initiative?
Yes, will do.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't do my damage yet.
Well, tell me what it is. I can do it. Well,
28.
Well, you rolled 28 as well.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Okay, there you go. Right, 20 and above.
21.
24. I hate these dice. I keep rolling good rolls. I rolled a nat 20 on initiative. It's not good.
15 to 20. 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
9.
9. Jinx.
Who's got the higher dex?
I got a +3.
+0.
And I have 5. Yep.
Babatunde. Such a name to keep trying to spell. And
I'm a donkey, actually.
donkey. No, it is
Of a
flapping.
donkey.
No horns, just 2 ears sticking out the top.
Mate, I'm a flightless outcrocker.
You're basically a velociraptor, if you think.
Pretty much.
Nah, because Velociraptor didn't have that many feathers.
Oh, bloody hell.
Got you there.
You were feathered, right?
Psych.
Nice.
Feathered.
I think
feathered
A
reptile.
Deinonychus
Deal
would
with it.
have more feathers.
Oh yeah, the old Deinonychus, eh?
That could fly.
No, it couldn't. They could glide very slightly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
God damn, you should know this.
My God.
Gee,
The
Dad,
worst
you
thing is
idiot.
I do know this, but it's just don't quote it in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. Skip it. Get us
Don't involve
underway.
dinosaurs.
Skip
Huh?
it. Get us underway.
Oh yeah. You big ugly bugger.
You.
Right. You know what I'm gonna do to you? I don't know yet.
You know what I'm gonna do to you? I don't know.
You.
I've got you.
Hide. I cast cunning action or whatever it's called.
You use cunning action to hide.
I cast canning action.
Where would you like to hide?
I would like to hide in whatever that thing that's blue and like
Like
looks
a
like
water
trough.
trough.
A water
Yeah.
trough.
I'll hide in that.
You
Since I'm
realise
natural.
the townsfolk piss in that.
I said behind.
Oh right.
Roll,
Okay.
roll me a stealth.
Too easy. I don't even need to. 20 something. 26 maybe. What was my plus? 14. 26. Yeah.
So
It's some nice
I rolled a
range
12.
used here.
I rolled a 12, but it's
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
crazy.
Just disgusting.
Rogues, man. Rogues.
Invisible.
Okay. What else you doing?
Sneak attack.
Okay. How are you attacking?
Crossbow.
What's the range of your crossbow?
Oh, shiza.
What's- no,
30 feet.
that is definitely not the range of your crossbow.
30 feet.
And
That's not going to make it now, is it?
What, 30 feet? Let's have a look. How far does 30 feet go? Can't find my lollipop stick. There you go. 30 feet.
Oh, wow.
No.
Mistakes have been made.
Well done. Well done for being a good little goblin and admitting it.
Oh,
Well, if you're going to get advantage, you can go do disadvantage and just get a flat roll. But that's me metagaming.
No, you're just helping him out.
you say what now, what?
Yeah, well, it's not about getting advantage. His weapon don't reach.
Yeah, but remember it can extend to further, but it'll be classed as disadvantaged.
What's the second? No, it's not this. Well, yeah. What's the next number? There goes 30 / and then there's another number.
Oh, 120.
So you got 120-foot reach at disadvantage. So because you've got advantage, you'll be able to use a flat roll. So you can still hit.
I'll take that risk.
Okay.
Yay! Metagaming.
I rolled another D20, not 20.
So
Isn't
excited,
good.
you got what it was called.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Not. Sneak attack.
No sneak attack because you didn't have advantage on the attack.
I did because I hid. Oh, wait,
No.
no.
Because you're disadvantaged because of the distance. So it's a flat roll.
Fine.
Look, I don't want you to keep sneak attacking. That's the DM's job.
Why? Just because it's a good attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rogues are crazy.
Yeah.
I only dealt like 60 damage.
Only.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Only.
Come on, what is the damage that's
I
actually?
don't know what the
now?
damage is.
We'll try rolling
Huge.
the dice and stop talking.
Right. 9 damage.
9.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, lovely.
On the one that's the front at the left on the
That's
camera.
right.
Okay.
They're in pairs. Okay, so you used your bonus action to hide, and you used your action to shoot your crossbow. Cool. Bob.
I turn around and look at Babatunde and Cole, and I say, "And just I be with you." And I cast Watcher's Will on them. They get advantage on Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma saves.
Ooh,
For 1
There you
minute.
go.
That's a channel divinity thing.
Very nice.
And then move full distance to the center, I think.
Oh, I got 25 foot.
And as I'm running, I might as well. I call upon giants might.
Wait
And-
the model at arm's reach before it changes.
And that's it.
Awesome. What a turn. Okay, cool. My turn.
God, is that like a new? Is that like the next level up? Oh, fuck.
Giant Might didn't do a lot, did it?
No.
Right.
They cast giants, right?
Yeah.
I apologize in advance, but
Lies, he wants to do this.
yeah, that is a 22 to hit.
That
The
hit.
first attack, second attack, 28 to hit,
Hits.
and third attack,
Oh, what?
29 to hit,
Hits.
Yeah.
What is his hit thing?
plus 12.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's same as all bronze.
Yeah, well, we're all brown giants. Oh, shit. I can only apologize. So with the 3 attacks all added together, that will be 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, big boy, eh? Bloody boy. Oh, man. Down to 107.
Yes, but you still got all the guys behind him as well.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, all 3 attacks straight on Bob.
Oh, nice. I can take it. I can take it.
And as he's sort of over the top of you and he's drooling and dribbling, would you mind making me a Constitution saving throw?
2 6. Yes.
Oh no, actually, no, forget it. No,
Oh.
I'm using it early.
Oh, okay.
Using it too early. Next on the agenda, and with Bubba Tunde on deck.
Yeah. So I want to go move sideways so I can get a clear view of all of them.
I mean, you're well within your movement, so let's move so far sideways off the screen, off the bloody screen. There he is.
Yep. So I will try do erupting earth and try to get as much people as possible in a 20-foot cube.
Okay, erupting earth, as many people as you can get in the 20-foot cube.
And I'm going to do it for 7th level.
Okay, give me a second. See if I've got a 20-foot cube. I do have a 20-foot cube. Yeah, you can get the 4 little ones or the big one and the 2 little ones.
I'm getting all 4 of the little ones.
Okay,
Can you make me a deck saving throw, please?
19, 14, 13, 20.
Cool. So all the people that were above a 17 take half. The others take full.
Okay.
That is 7d12.
Man, you guys are well beefy now.
41 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dang, bro. 21. Dang, bro. You guys deal some serious damage now. Hurts. Babatunde.
Cool. Is everybody within 30 feet of me where I am now?
No, you've only got the only ones within 30 of you are Cole and Skipit.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to move in the middle of the triangle made by Bob, Cole, and Ander, so that they're all in 30 feet. Sweet.
Yes, everybody is now within 30 feet.
Yay, geometry. No, trigonometry, sorry. Right, I'm going to cast Bless. So that means that Cole, Bob, and Ander get an additional D4 on all of your attack rolls or saving throws.
Yes.
There you go, friends. And then for a bonus action, I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite and charge up my sword ready for when I can actually start hitting people.
Nice.
What's the duration on the bless?
It's 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Cool.
Hmm.
Thank you.
So yeah, you got loads of time. Okay. Let's they're not as quick as the others. We'll get them in.
Bob's not having a fun time, is he?
Give me job.
Sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, slightly different.
Somehow I'm a tank too.
Dexterity saving throws from Babatunde and Ander, please.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
What is this?
I saw cones.
Dexterity saving throw.
It's a nerdy wizard. Just assume it's a fail.
So Ander, you need to +5 because of one of my things, and then add a D4 on that one as well.
Alright.
You should never fail.
21.
16.
What, with the +5 and the D4?
Go 10. Roll a 1 plus 5.
Awesome.
16.
Well, that's all right. Well, 16 is the DC, so you are a lucky boy. So you both take half of this. That is 5, 16 points of acid damage, so half to 8.
Cool beans.
Is it not acid as they spit? The black
Is it
ichor.
acid?
It is acid, but
So I take half again because I'm
it's fine.
resistant.
It's acid damage. So the black ichor that comes out of their bodies, they're literally spewing their bodily fluids at you.
Yeah.
Ugh, lovely.
Only got one charge on that. Yeah, no.
Oh, I can see the giraffe.
Oh no.
Oh, yes, Jeffrey.
Oh, that is
Hey,
sneaky.
It's
nice.
quite blended actually.
Yeah.
Blended nicely.
Can you see the chicken? There's the question.
Oh, probably
Watching.
not. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Bob left.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
What? Oh yeah. I see it. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yes, I have a freaking chicken now.
Hey,
Yes.
nice.
Freaking chicken.
I see something
Yes,
else,
how
but
soon?
I see something else as well.
Pray tell.
I see
Me.
either a black ooze or a mage.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Where?
At the
Oh,
very top left with
yeah,
the blue
no,
That's
tab.
not
loads.
good.
No, but there's loads of stuff, isn't there? On a shelf or something.
But that's on the map.
Oh.
Oh no.
Dang.
I'm in danger.
Who is next? That
Interesting spot.
is Cole. You're up.
Ooh. Cole's going to use his new flying boots, and he's just going to float up and perch on the corner of that roof closest to him. Bit of blue tack, please, if you got some.
Do you know what, right? I dug out my blue tack. I made sure I kept my blue tack with you. That I've cleared up my flipping desk, and I don't know where it is.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Will he perch?
Oh.
Will he perch?
Wait.
Oh, does that mean I get some cover if I'm slightly perched behind the top tile of the roof?
Nice try.
If he starts cooing like a pigeon, does that mean he's disguised?
Nice. Yeah, so he's gonna perch up there, and he's gonna. Is the sun out and shining, given it's morning?
Yes, it's a lovely bright day.
Brilliant, cool. So he's gonna take aim on the big.
Shoot him in the
Blue
face.
tack one.
We'll do. Cool. So that
I've got
is
freaking blue tack, and now I don't know what any of it is.
29 to hit.
No, misses. Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. And that is crap damage roll.
A crap damage roll. Good.
That is 15 damage on the first one.
Well, what were you shooting at? Sorry, I was.
The big guy that's
Yeah.
toe to toe with Bob.
Yep.
And the second bow attack is 27 to hit.
Yeah.
And damage, we've got 19 damage on the second hit.
Holy hell!
And as a bonus action, I want to hex him. So something new I've got. So Cole's just gonna stick his hand out and just be like murmur to himself, and a little bit of kind of like gold
Black
splash. Oh yeah, we'll go sort of goldish black. I don't know why I've got gold in my mind. That just kind of floats around the big guy, and he's just like, and for the duration of the hex, which is until he dies, he's got disadvantage on strength, any strength rolls, and he will suffer a 1d6 necrotic damage when I hit him. I'm not sure if when everyone else hits him as well. No, you deal an extra 1d6, so it's just me. But yeah, and that's my turn.
Marvelous. It's for the little guys. I'm gonna start lining up. Get them to here.
Oh, that's tempting.
And the first one is going to just hit Bob because he's standing next to him. That is a 19 to hit.
Miss.
And then the second one is gonna, because he's not in thingy. Bubba Tunde, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. 9.
You failed. You take 9 points of acid damage.
Okay.
That will bring it to the beginning of the turn. And well spotted, whoever spotted the character sitting over the top, overlooking you.
Yay! It's gonna kill me now.
As it puffs into a big, just a black smoke and moves over to the other side of the map.
That's
Ooh.
very nice.
You can still see him.
What is it?
You're just about to find out.
That's helpful.
Nice. The ground starts to erupt around you, starts to move, starts to shake. And we'll pick an area, 20-foot square.
No! No!
Oh,
Pincer attack!
monkey lizards.
Fucking. It's gremlins.
Oh,
Let's move this back a little bit. There we go.
Oh shoot!
nice.
Damn.
And that is that.
I don't
Oh,
know.
back to the beginning of the term. Skip it.
Oh God. Do I still have cover?
Well, you're still hidden
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant.
for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. How far is 30 feet gonna get me?
That's 30 feet.
How far away is it from the big guy?
More than 30 feet.
Okay. How far? I know I'm in range of the monkeys. Yeah.
Two of them, or that's it.
Okay. Run! I'm gonna let me double check what it is. Dash. I'm gonna use cunning action to dash. How far does dash get me? Is it my movement?
Whatever your movement.
Yeah, your movement.
Okay. Which is
25?
30 feet
30, okay. And where are you running?
away from the monkeys.
They're just dark spawn, but yeah, sure.
I don't care. Away from the monkeys.
And where is away from the monkeys?
I'm going to dash to behind the thing that you put people's heads and arms in.
Behind the stocks.
Yeah, that one. Gonna dash to behind there.
Okay, so we're going to move to there. And then we're going to turn it to there. It will get you there.
Does that count as cover?
How can you hide behind it?
I don't know.
Everybody on the battlefield has just watched this little green thing just run around.
Meow. Gonna shoot you. Gonna shoot the medium ugly fella closest to me.
Medium ugly fella. Okay. The one that's right next to you, yeah?
The one that is in the closest proximity of an
Yeah,
enemy.
Yep, go on then.
Das ist
Yes.
oh
Go on, just say the number.
20 something.
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost impossible for you guys to miss at the minute.
Yeah.
Ha. Oh. 5 damage.
Okay. Look with my pencil.
Describe the
Okay. Okay, so you used your bonus action to run, and you've used your one thingy to shoot. Cool. Anything else? You still got your move. You still got your movement because you used your cunning action to dash. So
yeah.
now you can move.
Okay, I was yeah. Run behind the thing that they hang people on and just slightly peek over. Because I want cover. Oh, yeah, that's good enough. Does that count as
Just
cover?
about to see his head popping over.
Does that count as cover?
It'll count as 3/4 cover, yeah.
So it said, do I get advantage?
Yep.
No, because you're not hidden.
Plus, no.
You get plus your AC, but you're not hidden yet because they literally you just went and then ran behind the piece of wood. So he would have been looking at you.
Looking at Bob. What do you mean?
You shot him. You're telling me if
It's
somebody
like-
hit you around the back of the head, you wouldn't turn around.
I wouldn't.
Bob,
That's not for you.
Bob, Bob, a rune on his armor glows green as he invokes the Hill Rune, which protects him, and then he is going to use the Holy Avenger to swing at
Yes, before you ask,
Oh,
yes, they count as undead.
Excellent. The first one is a 28 to hit the big guy.
Nah, nothing. Go on, carry on.
And then, it's a D10. Sorry, I should have done this earlier. That's not very good. 21 damage, and I will use Divine Strike, which is 1d8 extra. I can't remember. Yeah, 1d8 extra. 1 to 22. So yeah, and then swing again for the same dude. For even better, 30 to hit.
Yep.
And I get an extra D6 for Giant Smite on one of the attacks. That is 29 points of damage.
Wow.
And that ends Bob's turn.
Crazy. Cool. As you strike and smash into this guy's body, the pustules all over him start to pop and burst.
Ugh.
You take an automatic 13 points of acid damage.
Oh my god. Okay, against poison, against being poisoned, against spells. Oh, okay, yeah. 13 points. God damn.
Yeah. And first attack, nat 1. Second attack, 23.
Hits.
Third attack, 27.
Hits.
Nat 1. Boom.
Yes.
2 attacks. Not much better, but not much worse.
7. Oh, wow. Only 14 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, halved. 7 points. Very nice.
Yeah, I might as well use it. He might not be here next turn. Constitution saving throw.
Add a 5 and a D4, please, mate. I got you, brother.
Con save is a +9, so that's 21 already.
Yeah,
Plus
so
5 plus.
yeah, he said, "You made it. You made it." So you're only going to take half of this. So he sort of bends down and with his big eye, sort of looks at you and just kind of, and as he sort of does it, all this shit comes out of his mouth. And that'll be 10. Another. So 14 points halved. So again, 14 points of acid as he spits at you.
There's acid. I'll take the full.
7.
Yeah, I'll take the full thing of acid, I think. Oh no, half. Yeah.
Because you passed your constitution.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh man, taking a pounding.
Quick question.
Yes.
How many times can you use a reaction a turn?
Once.
Just once a turn?
Once per round, yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I always announce when it's the end of the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Andy, you're up.
Oh.
So, seeing them lined up, I'm going to go beside the church. I'm going to go spend my charge of the power staff and with a thrust cast lightning bolt.
Nice.
So all the people in that line,
Yep.
can you make me a
It's Dex, isn't it?
Yep, there's a dex saving throw.
Cool. Okay, cool. 2 get hit, 3 get saved. Still a 16.
Cool.
Still a 16 save.
17.
A 17 save. 3 get hit and 2 get saved.
Again, it's our 8d6. Nice. 32 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
Cool.
Cool. I finally get to do something interesting and get to roll my dice. Okay, cool. 32, yeah.
Yeah, 32 points of lightning.
Cool. I can't count. There we go. Mediums, 32 takes. Oh wow. Yeah, every after that hit, everything's starting to look a little bit jaded. But Bob, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Is this an effect that only affects me?
It is only going to affect you because the giant that is in front of you.
Okay. So I get a plus D4, do I, with this?
You're saving
Yeah,
throw.
you still get your bless, yeah.
And 5 as well on top.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 5 is 14 plus 9.
Yeah, you're all right. So as Bob's sort of standing there, this giant sort of gets hit with this lightning and kind of.
Oh, no.
And as it starts to fall, Bob manages to sidestep as it lands and crashes on the floor in front of him.
Oh, man.
That would have been his hardest hit.
Thank you, Robert, today.
Hello, brother.
Sorry about that, Bob.
Got to start trying to keep Babatunde separate from the rest of them.
Is that one use, that bless and then the D4 thing?
Nah, just for a whole minute.
Oh, is it?
It's a
Yeah.
spell, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it stays in 10 rounds. 10 rounds, 60 seconds. Anything else from you, Ander?
No, that's my turn.
Babatunde, it is you.
Okay.
I
And,
just realised something. Hold on. So you cast Thunderous Smite, didn't you?
yeah.
As soon as you cast Bless, you lost your Thunderous Smite
How come?
because they're both concentration spells, and you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get rid of my Thunderous Smite then. And now I'll do it again.
So now the rest, you ain't got Bless no more, guys.
Oh, okay. No. All right. I'll forget the Thunderous Smite because Bless is useful. So I'll get rid of Thunderous.
Yeah, you can. So if you got a spell that's concentration, so you're concentrating to hold that one spell.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
so-
get you.
So if you cast another spell, you lose the concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the bless 1d4 or the plus 5?
No, it's +5 is an ability. The Bless is one.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so 1d4 then.
So
goes.
we're keeping Bless, yeah.
Yeah, keep Bless. I don't want Thunderous.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'll rub that out and then up to
Who did you bless?
I bless Cole, Bob, and Ander.
There you go. I got the
Yeah.
rings. I might as well use them.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't I in that circle as well when you did it? Triangle.
No, it's only up to 3 creatures.
Cheers.
Oh, you ran away from me. I didn't know where you were. Where you was. Sorry. No, you was?
Yeah.
No, you were.
You
Okay,
can-
cool.
Where you was?
Yeah.
So in my games, you
You
can
forget
cast another
English.
spell. You can cast another spell that doesn't require concentration,
Yep, cool.
But
I
you
get
would
you
have-
now.
you would have to make a concentration check to see whether you maintain concentration on the spell.
Ah.
Right.
It's the same as if I actually go up to him and hit him, we would have to make a concentration check.
Oh, okay.
All right. I never knew that. Thank you, DM.
Hardcore
Right,
mode.
that's my job.
Damn, I was hoping to keep cheating. Right. So
Like
in that case, I will not do what I was planning to do, but I will turn around and head towards one of those red gloved monkey things.
Monkey.
And I
You fought
Well.
these guys before, didn't you?
don't think I have.
No, fair enough.
I mean, I haven't. Why am I turning to Desmond?
I haven't.
I like the fact that I'm putting these down as red glove monkey things now, just so you.
Wait.
Sweet. So I swing at him with my long sword, and that is a 26 to hit.
Yes.
Sick
I-
one.
Ever give you guys an AC that you can't hit, you guys are in trouble.
Okay, so
It's true.
No, we got spells. Someone's got spells. We just use saving throws.
True.
that's a 14 slashing.
Wait, who doesn't have spells?
I think all of us do, yeah. Wait,
Everyone is magical.
Skip it. Skip it hasn't got any spells, has he?
He
I'm an
does.
arcane trickster.
Ah, cool.
So yes, all
I can
of
cast
them.
fireball.
And
Oh,
Oh
your
yeah, I don't know magic, but I can just cast fireball. You know.
Your
All
cleric-
right, all
your-
right.
your
calm
cleric
yourself
that he's
down.
still-
Breathe, man, breathe.
your cleric that is still asleep in the house.
You
Also,
can't cast magic. What a magic noob.
Yeah. The cleric who's asleep in the house still also casts magic.
What cleric?
Oh, he is. He's having a nap.
Yeah, Drago, he's not woken up.
All right.
He's still asleep.
Drago's a cleric.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant.
God of Thunder.
Mm.
Oh.
So, anything else?
So, and you also need to add 8 radiant damage on that because I have improved Divine Smite, and that's not an action. I think that's an automatic thing I can just add.
Yeah, if you're using Divine Smite, it takes a spell slot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm reading this improved Divine Smite, and it doesn't say so. It's not.
Improve.
It's not an action. It's not a spell. It's just one thing I
No,
have.
but
as a
to use
characteristic.
Divine Smite, it takes a spell slot.
Yeah, I normally. Yeah, I put a tick in my spell slots when I use it.
To use Divine Smite, you have to take a spell slot.
Sick one. I'll ignore that then. And then I'll swing at him again. Damn, that's a 29 to hit.
Yes. Bloody hell.
Okay, and then I'm learning a lot today. This is a good lesson. 9 slashing, please.
Yes. Marvelous.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome. Who was next? Oh, me.
Oh no.
Good.
Ah!
Oh. Oh shit.
Skip it, darling.
Yeah.
First strike.
Say good night.
Nat 20.
Oh, that doesn't it, you know.
Reaction.
What reaction? Making me re-roll it, are
Runic shield.
you? Yeah. 30 to hit.
30.
30, but not in that 20. I want my nat 20 back.
I'm sorry, I ruined it for you.
13 points of slashing damage on attack 1. Attack 2, 28 to hit.
I think that hits.
And another 9. So 20 points overall.
I'm going to use a reaction. Uncanny dodge.
Yes, you could
Gonna
only
half the first attack.
Okay,
So that'll be
7.
7. Yeah.
The 13, 7.
So 7 and 9.
7 and 9, 16 points.
Better.
And 2 for you as well, mate. It'll be 22 for the first,
Yep.
and a nat 1 for the second.
Cool. So 1 hit.
And that will be 11 points of slashing damage.
Thank you.
There you go. Just your divine smite, Babatunde.
Yeah.
All right, when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can expand 1 spell slot and deal radiant damage to that target.
Okay, because I'm reading this improved Divine Smite description, and it doesn't say that, but yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Is it improved divine smite?
Yeah, it just said whenever you take a melee attack, add 8. It doesn't say use a spell slot, but it says special, so I assume that means, yeah, you do have to do a
Your
spell slot.
suffice with righteous smite on a melee attack carry divine power with them. Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon, the creature takes an extra 1d8. Do you know what? It's different to your divine smite.
Improved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different to the.
I've not heard of that before.
I'm reading it now. Well, it's the first time we've ever been high enough to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not in addition to divine smite. This is improved divine smite. It's
Ah.
completely different. So yeah, no, it's take away that spell slot that I made you take away because it's different.
Cool.
That's why I have books in front of me.
You nerd.
Thanks.
Yeah, the weapons carry divine power.
Cole, you're up.
All right. I'm just gonna take aim at the dude that's facing off against Ander at the moment. So we're going to do a. Where's my thing? Where's that? Really confused. Why is that +4? Oh, okay, because of bless. Wicked. Right, I put a +4 note on there, and I was like, "Well, I've got +4 on my attack," but that's the bless. Cool. So that is. Oh, and it's with advantage as well. Okay, cool. That is a bunch coppers. 60. That is a 15 to hit on the
That's
guy.
a miss.
Ooh.
First
Okay.
miss at a fight.
Okay. We'll go for another attack on him. That was with advantage as well. Nat 20.
Did you roll your D4?
I did.
Wow.
I got a 4 and a 5 on advantage
Oh,
on each roll. But that one I just rolled was a nat 20.
yeah,
So
carry
good
on.
times. So that's double damage dice. Nice. I'm also going to use maneuvering attack. But I'll get to that in a minute. But that gives me an extra dice. So I get 9. And that is plus 10. So 19. That's 23 damage. And it gives Ander an opportunity to run without provoking attack.
I'll take it.
I think it's half speed on that one.
Well,
just need to double check.
Well, as
half
the
speed, yeah.
As the death of the creature comes, and I ain't got to run anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
I'll still take the opportunity to reposition myself.
yeah, sounds good.
So, well, as this creature dies and in base contact with Ander, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, exploding bodies.
Ooh.
+5 plus D4, please.
How close does he have to be for the +5?
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, forget the 5. I think it's 30. Let me have a look.
You might be in 30 feet, to be honest. Just.
I don't think he is as well.
Oh, yeah, no.
21.
Cool. So you made it. So it's only half, which is 8. So 4 points of acid damage.
Cool.
Half it again because I'm resistant to acid.
So 2.
Yeah, love this shit.
And just as a bonus action, I'm able to move my hex that I cast on the big guy originally. I'm going to put it on the dude that's facing off with Skipit at the moment, please. And that is the end of my turn.
Marvelous.
And I'm just taking a quick pee break. Be right back.
Okay, right. So you moved it onto the guy that was fighting Skipit. Have that. Then it's these guys. They can run that way. Barberton, they can he fix it? Barberton.
Monkey.
Right, the 2 on Bob. 22 to hit.
It's
18 to hit. That's good.
miss.
So the 22, that is 8 points of slashing damage.
Aye. That'll be after 4.
I've got 8 attacks on Babatunde now. Hold on.
Oh no.
That's a miss. 20 to hit. Not
Miss.
Oh my god. So you see so high. 27. Yes.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Missed. Missed.
Babatunde, what is your AC?
21.
Ridiculous is what it is.
Mine's only 15.
So out of 8 attacks, I hit 4 times. That's actually not bad. I'll take it.
Sweet.
Oh. That's better. 24 points of slashing damage.
Sweet. Let me just check something. Nope, that's irrelevant. Cool. 24.
Oh, make your wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom, eh?
Wisdom, yes.
With advantage, because you
Hey.
have watch as well.
Yes.
Nice. Right. 17.
Success. You are fine.
Nice. My first roll was freaking 31. Which is, I've never seen a number that high before.
That's all right. Well, so yeah, so 31 was your roll, but you had advantage. So you got a higher number.
Oh, sorry, I'm being stupid. Yeah, 31 then.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, did yes.
Sorry, I thought Bob gave me a disadvantage then.
Oh, why?
But, gee, thanks.
But Bob gave you advantage. Advantage.
Yeah, sorry.
That is the end of the turn. But
Oh no, not that guy in the corner. He's the
Gotta
guy in the
remember that
corner.
dude.
Oh god,
Oh,
he's a really big model.
can I put him anywhere where he can?
No, good heavens.
Fireball!
No, please, not just me.
Actually, do you know what? How big is this? It's not big enough.
It's not big enough.
What do you mean?
Oh, God. No, I'm not happy with that.
No, it's in. I've got a.
I know, yeah.
I've got a 60 foot, and that's only 40.
darn it.
Yes. Yes. And is the only one that stays out of it. How annoying. I can get all the rest on. Would all of you please make charisma saving throws?
Advantage,
advantage,
for
yeah.
advantage for Cole and Bubba Tunde.
Yeah.
No advantage for Bob. So here we go. Goodbye.
Oh, Jesus, Savior, please.
I rolled 3 and I rolled 3.
Oh,
No.
I got an 8.
That's so
I got an
lame.
18. Oh, that is lame.
Just tell me if you roll under a 20. That's all I need.
Oh yeah.
Have you done your +4, everyone?
Oh, I get my
The
+4 as
+4.
well.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wait,
Thank
I
you.
get my +4.
For
No,
under
not you.
20. Yeah.
No, not you.
Sunday, you let.
Oh, 1.
Do I get a
Ah.
+4?
Nice.
Do I get a +4?
Nasty.
Anything but a 1.
Do I get a +4?
No, because
No.
you weren't blessed.
Ah,
You weren't blessed, my child.
No, so with Bob's
You've been exiled.
19. Cole, what did you get?
I got 10 in total, including all the
Cool.
merits
And,
of bless and watch as well.
I didn't. You said I don't need to roll because I'm not in the area.
Yeah, fine. Skip it.
18.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
With my highest spell that I've cast to date with the DC 20.
Oh, damn.
Jesus.
32 for me.
That's why I wanted the +4 because then I would.
What was that, Babatunde? 32.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. So you are the only one that remains unaffected by this spell.
What?
Nice.
Is it not a fireball?
No, it's not fireball.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh no.
So all of you have got the ability to cast magic, right? So Bob, Cole, and Skipit. You suddenly see your hands in front of you almost glow a dark black mist sort of starts
That's not
emanating
good.
from underneath your fingernails. And with a massive flash, your hands turn a zombie white as your flesh starts to peel and flake.
oh, we got leprosy.
No, you're slowly turning to darkspawn.
Hold on a minute. I'm green.
Oh,
This doesn't look right.
That was down the sewers.
I should know. I was slowly turning to one.
And for the next minute, you have disadvantage when attacking Darkspawn.
So is everything on the map?
What?
Oh God, sorry, Babatunde.
Is everything on the map Darkspawn?
Yes.
Including the bin who just magically appeared.
I'm gonna die.
This makes it interesting.
Exactly.
Well,
your head.
it's interesting. It's interesting. So this is a spell out of or it's very similar to a spell out of the multiverse book. So it was disadvantage against undead. So disadvantage against Darkspawn.
Yeah.
Yes, and that will bring it back to the top of the turn. Skip it.
Oh, good golly gosh. Stuff you. Dagger of Venom.
In the shin.
Yeah.
No. Jab him in the knee.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
block.
I rolled the same thing. What's 16 plus 10? Oh, 26.
Come on, you're supposed to be the clever one in the family.
Shut up. Right, 26 to it.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. 9 damage plus 2d10. Because I've got venom on it. So I'm using the one charge.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what are the zeros?
10.
A 0 is 10?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. It's plus 16. 9 plus 16. 25 damage.
You stab him in his shin and he just kind of goes, "Duh," and timber just falls flat.
Cool. Am I in range of the ones attacking Bob?
Are you in range of the ones attacking Bob?
30-foot range. Yeah. Just no, not quite.
Like you can hit his hand, so I'll let you have it.
You'll let me have it.
Yeah, I'm not that freaking mean.
All right, cool.
I'm not those guys. I was watching you play Warhammer at the club the other day. My God.
Crossbow expert. And I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
With disadvantage still.
Yep.
If you're shooting the Darkspawn, yeah.
Crap. Oh, amazing. I love this game. 24.
Is that the miss? Is that the disadvantage? That's the low roll, 12.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and a 15.
Fair enough. Yes, you hit.
How much damage is it again? I can't count. 1d6 plus 4. Right. 9 damage. Cool.
Another one bites the dust.
And I will. I think very well about this. I will use my movement to go to Bob. Like, just get to in front of Bob.
Literally just get you to like here.
Okay, that's fine.
Come here, Bob.
Hold on.
Hey, all right there, Pippin.
I'm not Pippi, you bummo. Skip it.
Okay. Bob, you're up.
All right. Action, use lay hands on Paul and heal myself 20 HP. Then bonus action, use second wind and heal myself an additional 12 HP. Get about 32 altogether. And action surge. Turn around and walk away from that little thing next to me to the dude right in front, the big guy.
Okay, so I will take my opportunistic attack.
Yep.
I miss.
And I will take my 2 attacks on this guy. With disadvantage. Do I still get the +4?
Pretty blessed, yeah.
Yeah. 26 to hit.
It hits.
26, so that is 24 slashing damage.
Is this your Holy Avenger, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you raise the sword up and you take a swipe at this smoky black creature, the sword passes straight through him just as the smoke dissipates.
Oh no. Well, so I'm not within 5 feet of the other guy because he took an opportunity attack. So, all right, I just turn and use my crossbow against the other guy next to me from range. Shouldn't have
Okay.
Yeah, it's a net one.
Crossbow jams.
Yeah.
The elastic sort of pings, hits Bob in the finger.
And yeah, that's Bob's turn over, which brings him to 108 HP, I think.
Andy, you're up.
Yep. So seeing all this, them slowly turning. You see me twirling my staff, and while he's doing it, you see flames coming out, and he spins it like a shotgun. As he's going to go cast Scorching Ray at level 6. At level 6.
Damn.
First one is going to aim for the little guy.
Okay.
For a 19 to hit.
Yes.
5 points of fire damage.
Yeah, dead. Just hits him.
I got a bit of scratch on my shoe.
Right, you weren't. If you were in base contact with him, you would have taken damage, but you didn't. You're all right.
That's why I got a bit of squelch.
Next target's going to be one of the red hand monkeys.
Mhm.
And the one nearest to me.
Yep.
For a 21 to hit.
Yep.
7 points of fire damage.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw, Babatunde.
Okay. Const. 10.
8 points of acid damage as the fire hits and it just explodes part of the body as the Ica hits your armor.
Ugh, okay.
Noted. I'm going to go aim for the big guy.
8. Dang.
First shot. A 24 to hit for the big guy.
That hits.
10 points of fire damage.
Or as the firebolt lets off, almost singeing Bob's beard on the way through. The smoke, the fireball passes through. The smoke dissipates as the fireball crashes into the side of the building.
What?
Right. Okay. Seeing that, can I aim for her staff then? Like.
So yeah, don't look at the model too hard. This is literally just a giant cloud of black smoke in a form of a person. Air quotes.
Okay.
It's the chicken.
It's a giraffe.
Hmm.
It's the mastermind of all of it. Then I'll go continue trying to go get as much of the smoke away by firing my other shots.
Just fire them all over.
Yeah, because I got 4 more.
What was that last one? 10?
Yeah, that was 10 points of fire damage. Does a 15 hit?
No, 15 misses. You wouldn't think Spoke would have such a high AC.
Have you done your
9
D4? Oh no, you're out of range. Forget it. No, you're not. Yeah, have you done your D4?
Yeah, he's out of range. If it was 30 foot, if it's 60 foot, you're fine.
Oh wait, is blessed ranged?
No.
I said plus the D4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's still got the D4 for Bless. Well,
Okay, so sorry, just checking.
Cool. I'll roll that D4. But first off, does 19 hit?
yes.
That is 11 points of fire damage.
Okay. Again, this time it sort of passes through. You see the smoke sort of down the edge of the smoke sort of cinder, but the fireball passes through again, crashing into the side of the building.
Cool. I got a 2 on my D4 for the last attack. So does that a 17?
They would have made your 15 and 17, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that hits.
8 points of fire damage.
Cool.
So that's 5. I got 2 more. 27.
That hits.
That's 8 points of damage. And last one, so 22 to hit
That hits.
for 4 points of damage. And that is me done.
Okay. Babatunde, you're up.
Sweet. I'm gonna swing at the fella I've been hitting previously.
Yep.
And that'll be a 21 to slash.
Yep.
Sweet. And then that is a 8 slashing damage and 5 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Or shall I make a constitution?
Well, have you finished attacking them yet?
Oh no, sweet. I'll swing for another one then. And
Yeah,
do
so
the
we
same
just
thing.
we do it all at once. So
Okay, sweet. 26 hitting.
Yep.
Oh no. It fell. All right, I'll just roll the other one. 5 slashing with 4 radiant. Yay.
anything else?
No.
2 Constitution saving throws, then please.
20
Saved.
and 11. Oh.
So okay. So you take 4.5 as you get covered in this horrible ichor. That is a terrible roll. 10 points of acid damage.
Okay.
That's with a hole and a half.
Okay, thank you.
Everything else is dead. Everything else is dead. Dave, Cole, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna take aim at one of the red-handed monkey dudes. And they are darkspawn, are they, or are they not?
They are darkspawn, yeah.
They are darkspawn. Okay, cool. So that's a fail. So that would be. Oh, let's do that then. Plus. Okay, yeah, no, it's still 20 to hit, which is cool.
That is very hit. Don't forget you still got your D4.
Yeah, that's with the D4.
Okay.
And then damage. I'm going to do maneuvering attack again. I'm just going to shout down to Babatunde, Babatunde, get out of there, they're going to blow. And that is, it's just a 7 damage on, I'll go for the left one from my perspective anyway. Or that one, yeah, matters not.
Well, the left one from your perspective would be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, really.
Yeah, perfect.
It doesn't matter at all.
Cool.
Babatunde, you get to move without suffering.
All right.
Because that's what it is. Do they make their move now?
You know what? I'm not sure if it comes before the attack or after. Let's have a look. But yeah, no, I mean, it would be, before my next attack. But whether it happens before the strike, maneuvering attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend 1 superiority die to maneuver one of your comrades into a more advantageous position. You add the superiority. You choose a friendly creature you can see and hear. Creature can use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity.
Yeah, so it's a reaction, so they can move as soon as you tell them.
Oh, cool. Okay, so they can avoid any explosion.
Where do you want to move him to? Where's Babatunde moving?
It's his choice where he goes, but he only moves at half speed.
Towards the Black Veiled Bride up there.
So the 15 foot would literally get you in base to base.
Cool.
Out of the fire into the frying pan, or whichever one it was. Cool. And for my second strike, I will lock down on that lone monkey. And we'll go for a that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Cool. And that is a 7 damage. But it's enough, that's fine. Cool. And then I'm not liking the fact that I'm beside a fire. So I'm gonna float away a bit. I'm gonna float back down to the ground. Yeah, looks about right. Yeah, perfect. And that's my turn.
You know, as you use those boots, are you like running in midair?
I visualize myself as floating. So
it's like Icarus, right? So you just kind of make that pose.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like the running in it.
Mm.
Right, that will be it comes to the end of the turn. And this giant smoke-esque creature, the two paladins, funnily enough, in base contact, as the creepy head sort of bends down, dark green eyes emanate from this face. As you look at at a quick glance, you can see that the face underneath the veil, almost demonic dragon-esque sort of snout on it, as it just leans in and goes, "May Andraste bless you. See you soon."
Hello, mate.
Well,
Bloody Billet, go away.
He showed himself.
The smoke literally just goes and disappears.
Oh, you like me like a dragon, Nando? You know anything about that? Oh, bleeding that good. Ugh.
But what we'll do, I'll give you.
Do you really know what you just faced?
I'm going to give you a pee break before you tell them. Go on then, Andy. You were in the middle of telling them something.
Do you not realise who that shadow being was?
No.
Oh yeah, that was no, I haven't got a glue. I suppose you're gonna tell me, though.
I think that was the archdemon.
Oh right.
Ew.
Did you just say who?
Yeah.
The main protagonist of this entire adventure.
Protagonist?
Antagonist.
Yeah, I'm not
okay.
protagonist.
I was about to say, yes, he's back.
You're the protagonist.
Yeah, thank God. That's
Actually,
true.
You're the bad guy.
We missed you.
Some of the stuff that you've done,
Believe it, we've been
guys.
fighting these darkspawn all along.
They're
They were the
Fighting
good
with them.
guys.
But yes, so as you stand victorious after the death of all these darkspawn now laying on the floor, their acid burning into the cobblestone paths of the dirty streets of the alienage. A gaping hole in the wall of the city stands in front of you.
Is there like timbers and stuff lying around that we can maybe temporary?
I mean, effectively, the broken bits of wood,
Yeah,
from what was there is still there.
that's what I was thinking. So it's a timber wall then. It's not like stone or anything.
No, this bit of it. So this is, you walk through the outside of the main city, right? The huge big gates that you pass through to get into the alienage. The alienage is like this crappy little extension, like pigsty built onto the side of the city.
All right, yeah. I think we should probably. All right, get hands on the bit of wood here and just try and put like temporary patch up job. You know, and anyone got any like skills with the old carpentry tools and that? I've got masonry.
Might take more than a few carpentry tools. I mean, this is a 40-foot high wall. You know, sort of the gap is maybe 25, 30 feet wide. The wood has just been barreled in.
Cole would quite like to do some reconnaissance from the air, if he may. So fly up a little bit and just survey the wreckage and the attack. How much has the Darkspawn attacked the city? Is it just a small break out or?
So yeah, I mean, if you want to fly up, you can.
Yeah.
How high can you go? How high are we thinking?
I think when I run out of oxygen is let's say 100 foot.
100 foot. So as you fly up 100 feet and leaving all the rest of them behind, as you get up outside the city walls, overlooking the alienage and sort of built onto the main heavy stonework of Denerim itself, you can see that there's a watchtower. The watchtower is in flames, smoke coming from the top. This has been bombarded. It looks like it's been completely destroyed. You sort of see, as you fly over the top, you sort of see the 3 dead bodies just sort of on the top in their own pools of blood, keeping over where the wall has been broken in. You can see that there are not so much tracks, but markings where they pushed through all the undergrowth, etc. And well off in the distance, you can see almost like a crater crevice in the ground, but you can't really tell anything else from where you are, unless you're going to fly over to it, of course.
No, hang on. I'll stick with the dudes for a while, so I'll float back down and just report that back.
Before he does that, I'll probably cast Sending to Carl, saying how's the camp?
Interesting.
How's the camp? Ooh.
Well,
As in the lands meet.
No, as in the house. What can you see from out there? So
Yeah,
he's using Sending to talk to you. So you got 25 words to tell him what you found.
I've got to recount all that information now. There's a big crater. There's a big crater.
There's a big crater. 4 words.
From my position, where is this crater? Like, is it northwest?
So from Denerim, it's kind of like northwest.
Okay.
From the city, maybe a quarter of a mile out, you can see this.
There's a big crater, quarter of a mile out northwest. I'll just say that. I'm going to float back down in a minute anyways.
You only use 13.
Yeah, it's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're getting more confident trying to take over. And there was no fatalities for our army. You know, all the Dalish, Dragonborn.
No dead bodies. From what you can see from where you are, the only dead bodies are the spawn that you have killed.
And the 2 people on the watchtower. No, 3.
3 people at the watchtower, but you can't see them.
No, but that's what Cole told me.
No, he didn't.
Cole floats
No,
back and
he
advises.
used his
advised
starting word,
me,
told you about the
fair.
crater.
Yeah.
Told you about the crater. That was it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I plan on coming back down anyway, so we'll have to have about it all. But that's interesting. Well, that's interesting because we've been looking for the big black clouds coming our way when actually perhaps they've been burrowing underneath us as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I was always wondering, like, beforehand, what the cloud meant. I never really asked, but I assume that's where we thought they came from. I just played along with it. But
So you did get a message a while ago from Draken, the Lord of the Dragonborns, who reported via a magic spell that the storms had covered the city and the Darkspawn had started to raid New Haven and Old Haven.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
That was fed into Anne 10 episodes ago.
They're currently hiding in Orzammar.
Well,
Oh, go on. Hang on. Let's skip it.
yeah, I have to go because yes.
Because you're young and we got to keep mummy on side. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
No worries.
It's all right, mate. But all's good. So we'll see you next Thursday.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, take it easy.
Be good.
There it is.
Right,
Good
Yeah.
luck with that homework. See you later.
So yes, so again, when you were in Orzammar, you remember that there were thousands of Darkspawn marching through the undertunnels,
Mm.
or those that were there. So Bob and Ander will remember, because the others weren't there. Bob and Ander will remember that there was thousands of Darkspawn walking through the undertunnels, including this huge, monstrous, like 100-foot tall one that Bob decided to throw a rock at.
Yeah,
It was
and that
like,
bloody hurt.
well, you go out of the way quick enough then. You've been faster on your feet.
So
I was expecting my teammate to go chuck a pebble at a giant.
So the Darkspawn have always been underground.
I was right, with my vast knowledge of sewer systems, I reckon we should check underground and take to the sewers, have a look down there. And believe me, all me life, apart from the past few weeks, I've been working down the sewers. So, no, I'm not the bank of my hand. No matter if I worked in this sewer or that sewer. No, I know all of them. I know how they work, now the plumbing, same system, same sort of layout. Right? I've done it for years. You got to hold your nose, though. I mean, I've used the smell because I sort of burnt my smell receptors off years ago. It just happens. This is my plan, anyway.
While you're
Still
standing
got-
there, while you're standing there, just talking, well, Bob talking random Bob-ish things. A collection of Templars start running into the city or running into the alienage. Stand in front of you. So, my Wardens, why am I not surprised to be seeing you again? And what have you been up to this time? What the bloody hell is that damn thing over there? Jesus.
It seems that Darkspawn have infiltrated the alienage. We've stopped them from the attack, but we're not sure if there's going to be more.
This is not good news for us at all. We must look at evacuating the alienage and closing this off. We cannot afford for them to get in by, well, effectively the back door.
Don't worry about it, mate. They'll bug it off as soon as they saw the site. They did the stupid things. There is empty, place is empty.
Okay.
Oh, hold on now. You need to check. Was it the warehouse?
Yeah, that's right. We got to get in the warehouse and free up the other ones.
Exactly.
Is everybody's sus-looking hands gone back to normal? They
No.
looked at.
No,
They're
you're
not.
still very sus.
Oh,
Right. Well, I've got something for this.
Wow, Bob is looking there with his eyes crossed a little bit. Soldiers, get yourselves over there. Start lifting those planks up, blocking off that gap. Come on now, hop to it, up to it.
right. I might have to use remove curse on someone. Unless Bob's thing does multiple people, or if it's just one person.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you just one person.
It was Bob, Ander, and Bob, Ander, Skipit, and Cole, right? No, Ander missed it. It was
Yeah, I didn't get touched.
Bob, Skipit, and Cole
Yeah, right.
got guided.
You go, come over here, mate.
You can touch you up a little bit. Just a bit of Andraste, please. Right. You'll feel better for it afterwards. You get a little bit closer, right? Right.
All right. I trust you.
He's a lovely bald head. Hang on, come here. I'll put my hand on it and right, and
you play this one here. And cast lesser restoration to remove conditions or an affliction. Oh no. Or disease? Is it a disease?
No.
Oh, I'm not casting it then.
that didn't work.
Okay, right.
Just removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Right, lads. I only have one remove curse, so right.
4 pieces.
Okay, I'm thinking of number between 1 and 100. What is everybody's guess?
Closest person gets
Yes.
a curse removed.
69.
I'll go for 15.
And might have to have someone guess for skip it.
Woo! 34.
Okay, mine was 41. I forget what everyone said. Who is closest to 41?
Well, I go.
Well,
100,
you said
so,
60.
We had 69. I can't remember what Coles was. What was Coles?
mine was
15.
100.
15.
15. Oh, Skip it wins. Yay!
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, right. I will clasp my hand directly over his forehead.
The Iron Claw.
Yeah. Heal. Heal. And with the hope that it does some-
Submit.
Yeah, so I will bless well, not bless, I will revive skip it from his thing.
Cool. Yeah. Same as when you did it with Ander. All of the white on the hands disappears.
This also depends, lads. If we have a long rest in quick succession, I could probably do all 3 of you. But it depends when we are next going to chill, because I need to gain up strength again, you know.
And I must say, Wardens, everywhere that you seem to go in this city, trouble seems to follow. It's like somebody is planning this and watching your every move.
Yes, it does seem that way.
Oh, and I'll just go with a question there, mate. Right. Right. What did you do with this system, like? You've been down there recently.
Have you seen the sewer system in this city? I will show you the sewer system in this city. Are you ready? And he literally he takes you over to one of the drains, and it's just completely open. Just there's nothing under there. There's not even running smelly stuff under there. It's completely clean. Nothing from any house flows into their underground system.
Why is that then?
Well, because none of the houses are plumbed into the condition. It was removed from Brendan Howe so that his, I'm going to air quote his guards were able to move through the city unseen.
Oh, nudge, nudge. Hey, let's get back to Brendan's house and get down into them sewers. See how far they go.
Did we explore his house thoroughly?
So we went down there and we got to like some. I think we came to a dead end though.
Weirdly enough, there was a door that you never went to.
Oh,
Damn it.
Right, I reckon it's the sewers, lads. There's how they're moving. They're underground.
Well, let's get the people out of their house first. Don't want to leave them there and let the darkspawn attack them.
Maybe all right.
It's in listening to your conversation there, Wardens. I believe that we need to evacuate the alienage and move them into the city walls.
Yeah, but the people that have worked in the warehouse has been locked inside the warehouse.
If they're working in the warehouse, if we move them into the city, they will not be working in the warehouse anymore. Do you understand that mathematical equation there, my scaly friend?
But then being forced to work.
That's just the way of the world, mate. It's just how it works. You get people have slaves.
Slavery is
There's free men, there's not free men. It's just how it works. It's just how it always been.
I understand that you wish to stop the slavery, and I do understand wholeheartedly. I am a man that does not agree with this in this day and age. But unfortunately, while Brendan Howe is still in charge and Loghain remains on the throne, overthrowing the slavers will be an act of treason.
There you go. You gotta leave him.
fine.
Love it when Andy gets angry.
No, it feels, and you know, you can't save them all. You know, you gotta let a few go. And just they understand. You might even take that girls over you.
I haven't been cursed. That's more you guys.
Oh, I think you got something wrong with you.
Well,
Yes, says on has got a raggedy tail.
yeah, but
You know what? You're
Bob's
such a
not happy
good
at the minute.
boy.
His tail's dead straight. It's just like tucked right between his legs.
Oh, no, I'm not getting at that. I'm sort of getting at your condition. You keep seeing some devilly person.
Yeah. Did you happen to see my mum running through?
Did we see?
No, nobody did. Just making sure that Skipits you still know Skipits here.
You always gotta see if your mum's at your house. So you gotta wake up Drago.
She's dead.
Oh, here we go. The most
Here we
famous
go,
quote.
he's dead.
She's dead.
My mum! So I just open his door. Mum! Mum! The house is empty.
So she's probably left for safety. Go on, Drago. Let's go. Rise and shine.
You see all the Templars. The Templars are picking up all the shards of wood, and so they're being lifted up and slapped, and more and more soldiers are coming back, ladders leaning them up against the wall, getting up and fixing wood into place, just trying to get some sort of barricade up. I haven't done it for a while. Roller's perception.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't count the front floor.
Oh.
4.
20 plus 1.
7.
21.
Is that 21 from Bob? 4 from Babatunde. Nice. Nothing was. It didn't sound like it was very high from Cole.
7.
Cool. Ander?
10.
Lovely. Bob, you're the only one that notices, which is unfortunate for the Wardens. A familiar shadow flies over the city. Something that you've seen before. Something that you've spotted many times on your journey across the northern parts of Ferelden.
Anna!
Yes, Bob. I gotta see what he's pointing.
As well, I'll tell you.
Look, there he goes. Look. Bob's pointing at nothing.
It's a cloud.
So the dark shadow flying, you sort of, if you look up at the cloud, you can see the silhouette of the silhouette of the creature against the cloud, but it literally looks like it's made up of nothing but more cloud. It's just a shadow. But you suddenly see flying from the sky this huge green meteor-sized flaming ball just come crashing down into the middle of the sea.
Everyone sees that, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. All right, we get bleeding there. Get a bleeding move on.
By Andraste, that looked like it hit the chantry.
Oh, no.
Let's make a move.
Let's make a move. You heard him, lads. Let's move out. I'll go over here.
So you leaving the alienage now and going?
Yeah,
cool.
I'm booking it in the.
It takes you about 5 to 10 minutes to run yourselves back to the chantry, and indeed, this ball of green fire hit the tower of the chantry, and now engulfed in flames and smoke. As you see, everybody outside the front door, all the sisters, the mother, Lord Michael,
dead,
all standing outside.
Has everyone?
Unlike you, Bob, when they wake up, they leave their bedrooms.
I was the first one out.
Yes. Did everyone get out there unscathed?
No, they did.
Wardens, John. Everybody, and I did with it. I say this with the utmost in this. Everybody made it out, including you know who.
Who's that then?
Shut up, Bob.
Because the marketplace now filled with almost the entire city. There are probably 200 Denerim guards, maybe 50 Templars, commoners galore, market stall holders. You can see over the back, standing on top of one of the outstood balconies, Logain with a selection of soldiers as well, all standing there staring at the chantry.
No. All right, we get him, lads.
Get who?
That bleeding pillock over there.
No,
I think it'll be a good idea to, with this as an action of the Darkspawn, we could ask to quicken the land's meat. And always request that. Due to invasion, we can use that as an excuse.
Yeah, it seems like an idea.
Remembering the Wardens are not supposed to be in the city.
We can always ask to be one of the Templars. You got one Templar already. We can always ask.
Should we probably skedaddle from the scene if everyone's looking at us? And we can probably head to the Grey Wardens new strip club or something and hide out for a little bit. As if does everyone have eyeballs on us specifically, or are they looking?
Well, you're standing at the front. You are still. I mean, I'm assuming that you guys didn't do anything stupid. I could do. What are you wearing?
Robes.
Fancy robes.
You guys took them off, didn't you?
No?
I
Oh,
think
I did.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure
yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
But I'm not. I'm
sure.
not obviously Grey Warden.
Pretty
Cole,
sure
Cole
Rob's the
took
only
his
one that
off.
left them on.
Babatunde wasn't wearing one.
No.
But Bob, Drago's still asleep. He's still in the alienage. Bob and Ander were the only ones wearing one. Skipit rolled a stealth and rolled a 24, so he's disappeared again.
Hmm.
Just leave them.
basically
Pretty
gone.
much.
He's kind of gone, see you soon!
Yeah.
Damn you.
God damn it.
Disappeared, and he's hiding under one of the sisters' dresses.
It's hopefully not the one that we're trying to hide.
Oh yeah, and obviously, have we seen the person of interest we're trying to hide around?
I'd say, Wardens, you're still standing here. What are you waiting for something?
We're trying to make a plan. Because of this action that we believe that the Darkspawn and the Archdemons made, we could ask to quicken the landsmate due to act of invasion.
I say, yes, we can't wait 4 more days with this, with these attacks on the city. Perhaps you can talk to your elf friends about making the announcement in the house of Earls, and get the landsmeet pushed forward. I'm not sure Loghain would agree, but maybe the Earls will see sense and call it for them. I can imagine so. What is that growing out of your head, Templar? I don't remember you having those before. I'm sure you had it. I'm sure you had horns.
Oh, don't worry, they're nothing. Oh no, I drank some. We all drank some fuzzy stuff, and we all have things. Look, Bob has tail now. He has dog tail.
That's right. Yeah, I quite like it.
And oh yeah, and obviously Andy's covered in
I'll tell you,
feathers.
one of the sisters sort of looks at you and just kind of goes, "Ooh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?"
Oh, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
Yes, I must say, well, be careful with what you're taking at the moment. You must stay vigilant and able to fight at a second's notice. The Archdemon is growing bolder, and the Darkspawn seem to be growing stronger.
Better to get have a micro rest.
Yes, we've seen a new addition to the Darkspawn. And sorry to be forgetful at this moment. Things have happened. Can I ask for the location of the House of Elves?
So it's in. You would have seen it. It's in the posh part of town.
Yeah.
It was sort of right in between what would be Loghain quarters and Brendan Howell's home. This huge, most royal-looking building, similar to, like, much smaller version of the House of Commons. But yes,
Yeah.
beautiful architectured building.
So
The Keep. That's what I was trying to think of. Between Brendan Howell's home and the Dennery Keep, where
Cool.
he would reside.
okay, though.
Almost a castle within inside the city.
Yeah. Cool. So then we'll go do nothing then. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Lead the way, leader.
You get used to that. And we'll try to be inconspicuous. Go to that. Go
Out
to
the way,
House of
get
Elves.
out of the way, get out the way. Your Lord and Master is coming through. Lord Michael! Is everybody out of the chantry? So just to show you that people are starting to push forward now.
Yeah, but that's where we try to go.
So you start to skulk off as Logain and a selection of soldiers push through to the front of the chantry. You see Logain and Lord Michael conversing.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you got to give it a go with your white hand. I know you're fine. I was going to say with your white hand there in front of you, but you haven't got white hands.
Yeah, I'm trying to not look conspicuous with my feathery lizard.
Oh my God, yes, you're still covered in golden feathers, aren't you?
Yeah, for 4
Hang on a
days.
second.
Oh, what's Cole's thought of something? What's Cole thought of?
I forgot to turn the iron off.
How far away from Logain and Michael?
How far away do you want to be?
I'd like to get in range of 30 feet.
Okay, you're still within 30 feet of them.
I'll use I've actually got a invocation called Mask of the Many Faces. I can disguise myself at will. So I will appear to be a Templar. I'll just shift, do a quick sort of Michael Jackson style spin and become a Templar and walk toward 30 feet. And I'd like to use detect thoughts on Lord Michael.
On Lord Michael?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
The creature you choose has intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language. Creature, what is most in its mind at the moment? So as an action, you either shift your attention. That's fine. So I'd like to probe deep on this detect thought. So you have to make a wisdom saving throw. It says on here.
That will be 14.
Which is a fail because my DC is 16. Cool. And now you know my DC.
Get out of my head.
So I just want to establish whether Lord Michael is in league with Logain. Is he working with Logain to come to some sort of
Interesting. Okay.
nefarious plan?
Ooh.
So you
Is he
delve
the snitch?
you delve deep into the mind of Lord Michael, who has already saved your life once from detection of Logain. But yeah, no, you probe deep, and while Lord Michael is in converse with Logain, the thoughts are: soon as you're off the throne, can't wait to see you hang.
Okay, so that's reasonably positive. Cool.
Hmm.
So I'm happy with that. I'll withdraw. And when I meet up with the other guys, I'll be like, "Well, Michael, he's a good guy. I trust him." Where are we heading to?
The house of the Earls.
House of the Earls. Well,
We're
yeah.
going to the House of the Earls.
Yes. To try and ask for it to be quickened. And most preferably in the 3 that we know.
Okay. They will not be in the city.
What, them, the 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they'll be outside. I was surprised that we're going to go outside now. Because they're the best ones that we know.
So go to the Landsmeet to advise everyone to bring forward the Landsmeet.
Yeah. So the 3.
What he's saying is you're going to your encampment outside the walls of Denerim to get your Earls
To talk to the Earls.
Other Earls.
And
Oh,
negotiate.
very political.
Well,
But yeah,
so
your Earls aren't staying inside the city. They are staying inside.
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought they'll be in where the Earls are. So there's a slight detour.
The House of Commons, effectively, let's call it that just for the time being, will only be in use and filled with people any day that they would meet for Parliament. So they will only be there in 4 days' time before the lands meet. At the minute, is an empty building.
Cool. So make our way to the encampment.
Cool. So as you scuttle off through the crowd, disappearing, you're walking past Templars, sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, and everything else, cousins.
Morning. Morning.
And you're sort of like you push through. You sort of catch a couple of familiar faces, but just people that you've seen in and out of the town.
Pippin.
Brendan Howe, you're never going to see him again. Brendan Howe, sort of standing in the middle of the market with a selection of other well-dressed hierarchy within the city, all sort of standing still, all just looking as the top of the chantry smokes and smoulders.
Can I give a slight respectful bow to Brenton Howe as I go past, because we are sort of acquaintances?
Very nice. Yeah. You can't.
Oh, well, obviously not then. All right.
Well, in all fairness,
He doesn't like
last
the fact that he
time
lost.
battered, so chances are that he don't remember you.
Now, or he does remember, he knows that he lost.
Yeah.
And he's butthurt.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's fine. That's worth a try. Carry on.
He as you start to head back and you get to where all these huge stacked houses and huts and ladders, the shanty-esque, I'll get there in the end, part of the city as you head towards the main gates. The main gates now heavily barricaded shut with a selection of guards standing in place. Oh, hello. Who goes there?
Just fellow residents that want to go outside. Then come back in.
I say leaving. Most extraordinary. Unusual activity for members of the cloth.
We're allowed to go over and spread the word of unjust, eh?
Interesting.
We've been all right.
You're right.
Unjust day, will it?
We are under command to keep this door shut. No one in, no one out.
How come? I asked.
Well, after the great Wardens left, we didn't want them. Well, Brendan Howe said didn't want them coming back. So how to keep them out? Shut the door.
I think you'll find that members of the clergy are allowed, are exceptions to this rule.
Are you standing there just talking to this guy?
That's right.
We're asking if we're allowed to go out as we are members of the Unjust Day.
Fair enough. Roll me a deception on the spreading the word of Andraste. You can have it with advantage because you're wearing the robes, and two of you are dressed up as Templars. How long does your Templar thing last, Cole?
It should. Good question.
Oh, shit. What's he think on the floor again?
I think it works just like this guy's self.
Get time on this.
Hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hour.
I've got
I've got
two people who rode 2 Templars. So.
I've got a 17 on my deception.
Very nice.
30-20.
Very nice. Very nice. So, yeah, I do understand that spreading the word of Andraste is very important. I must say, for this short fellow, it looks very familiar, I'm sure I've seen this face somewhere before. Are you standing there just talking to this guy?
Yeah.
Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking to this guy? Are you standing there just talking
No, you haven't.
He gets that a lot, sadly.
Sure, it will come to me. Funny seeing a tiefling Templar with ears. That's interesting.
Oh, yes.
Not seen
Yes.
anything like that for a long time. Not since my youth.
Oh, yes. I got my head wet, so they're a bit floppy.
It was unfortunate. It was not his fault.
Funny.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Right, excuse me then, and dress day with it.
Very nice, yeah. So he sort of gives the nod and takes six of these guys to lift up this huge thing, the huge bolt of wood across the doors. As the old friend just kind of goes, "Be well, spread Andres Day's word."
Thank you.
I'm
And
just
dress
saying,
day be with you.
As you sort of wander out. As they put the wood back.
Mm.
Roll me a perception. Based on hearing. So Bubba Donkey will get an advantage on the roll.
Hell yes.
Ooh,
ouch.
nat 20.
10.
15.
Ha! 6.
With advantage.
Is that with your advantage?
Yeah,
Or-
6 and a 4.
So
Nice.
cool. Cole is the only one that picks this up through the door. That guy looked just like the King of Awesome. I've seen his picture in the tavern.
Run! Oh, no, who is
Don't
that?
be suspicious.
Guys, we've been made, so yeah, should probably move expeditiously along.
Well, we'll just continue straight down
So
until they can't see us. And then circle back.
you move away from the city as quick as you can, heading back out to the encampment where everybody is. You now see that the encampment has grown. I'd use the word exponentially. Almost an extra third on what was there before. The Goliaths have now made it and have started to set up camp in the corner. All of the Dragonborns you see over the far side a huge adult white dragon just laying next to the encampment.
Is that the dragon mother or the one they
No,
killed?
just adult, not ancient.
Mm.
So
You're right,
slowly
you're
but surely
right.
the forces are arriving. So you've now got the Dalish,
Dragonborn.
the Dragonborns, the Dwarves, and the Goliath.
Yeah. And the cash guy.
Not there yet.
They're not there yet, but I know we got them. So
They are not there yet, but the Goliaths have turned up en masse.
is Draken an Earl?
That Draken is just the Lord of the Dragonborns.
Cool. So he won't
So
be.
you've got Tegan, Eamon, and Gordon.
Yeah.
And
Just want to
sorry,
go clarify.
sorry, for continuity purposes, I keep forgetting the name. Skillet and Drago, are they with us? Did they come through? Or are they kind of stuck, barricaded in?
No, they're with you. They're just really quiet.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
I mean,
Cool.
Skipping could be hiding underneath Bob's dress for all you know.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Cool. Sorry, just checking.
Yeah, I did leave. When Skippy ran in shouting for his mum, he woke Drago up and he kind of thought, oh, I better go with you.
Hmm.
And the Irish guy we just left in there.
I despaired. He went off and got drunk in a basement somewhere.
Sorry, Sorry, cool. That's ended my pointless questions, Karen.
Not pointless. They're important. You need to know stuff. It's fine. But yeah,
Clarification.
you reach the encampment and start marching through. As you sort of step through, everybody sort of bowing their heads as you're walking through.
Still weird. I'll welcome the people that have showed up to the camp. I'll welcome them.
Very nice. Very nice.
As just for politeness.
The tent, the battle tent in the middle of the encampment where all the earls and all the lords were slowly meeting is now, it seems to have grown. There seems to be another tent added onto the side of it, just from the amount of the amount of leaders that are slowly making their way into your camp.
I'll just walk in. Not walk. Yeah, I'll just walk in.
You're the blooming warden commander, so you should. As you walk in, you see Eamon, Tegan, Gordon, Draken, Mascus. Hang on, who else should be there? Mojo, Captain
Mojo, and
Gonna ask
these
for it.
other. What's the other guy?
Right, Mojo's in there.
The other family member. I'm gonna turn into a polar bear.
Dave.
But yes, Mojo's in there. And Prince of Orzammar.
Bloody hell.
Of course. All right, Dad.
Oh, you want it? It's been so long. I'll give the old man and I'll go.
Oh, it's all right. You're a bit smelly with that, Dad. Once you've had a shower, maybe.
Oh, come on, go.
Always a king and still bloody smelly.
How are you finding it?
What, running the dwarves?
Is it,
Worse than trying to get Dad to have a shower, I'll tell you. But we're managing, and we're all here. We have managed to bring the artillery of the dwarves. There are 16 double-barrel cannons ready for use with the Grey Wardens.
Oh,
Always
well,
good to hear.
well done, lad.
Stick them on the old outskirts of the city. They'll be ready to go. Nothing like a bit of dwarven black powder for the old game. It's how it works. Yes.
There's the one.
All planning. Now, ball your head, Dad. I know you love this guy. I know you missed him. Here he is. Enchantment.
I missed him so much.
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, come on, Dad. You know he's
Not bothered.
he's like the son you never wanted.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
At least you can
It's
say that you
all
can
right,
visit
it's
his
all right,
brother.
Huey. Don't you worry about it. You'll carry on.
How's the other one? You know, because he had Huey, we got Dewey.
Yeah, Dewey was the first one. And
Yeah, is he here?
You haven't run into the other one yet. You haven't.
No, I know we haven't, but the
You
other
haven't
brother.
been to the right place.
I
I
know,
told you it exists, but you haven't been there.
I know.
But yeah, no, Huey's been running his old little legs off. We hit a lyrium deposit just before we left, so we have been making some weird and wonderful items.
Oh, you're bringing it with you.
And then, well, yeah, but they're handed out to the soldiers, Dad.
I will take.
Got to make sure we're well equipped.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Fine, that's always good. And I will take out my bag and give him my bag of 10 grams of lyrium as well.
Oh, that's nice, nice catch there, Andy. Yeah, quality shots. We could definitely make something out of that.
Because I know it's just a +3 quarterstaff, so I might ask him if it's good to use.
What
On
you
that.
use the lyrium on?
The +3 quarterstaff that you. So they weren't magical.
What wasn't magical?
Merkins.
Yeah, no, it's +3 to all of your magic. It wasn't a quarter.
Oh, it's +3. I thought it was just
Yeah,
a plus.
no, +3 magic staff, not quarter staff.
Okay, cool. All right. Need to go get used to that.
Yeah, so your magic attack +3.
Mm.
The only thing that won't change is your DC.
Cool. All right. Scratch that. Use that for anyone who needs it.
Oh, I'm sure old Huey can come up with something suitable. Here, Huey, another bag of lyrium for you. Hey, enchantments! He sort of tosses into the tent, grabs it and disappears. Enchantment.
Love him. I absolutely love him.
But yeah, so you're in the tent. You're in the war tent. Go.
Did you not see the somewhat meteorite that's got flown into Denerim?
We did, and right round in there was. They come down and we spotted the shadow flying over the top of the camp. It'd been hovering around for about half a day. Just pretty much, well, yesterday afternoon we sort of spotted it first time. But not a lot we could do about it. By the time we set the cannons up, it had fucked off.
Okay.
You need to get those cannons on the outer walls of the city, ready to start defending her. Not quite what we're looking for right now, but at the minute we're doing what we can. We got 3 of them set up outside the encampment in case it comes back. Ready and waiting, we are.
Always good to know. We might need a favor from all 3 earls.
Oh, anything for the Wardens. Oh, yeah. What's the accent? No, that's Gordon, right? I can do Gordon. He was that guy. Oh, yes, of course, yes. Anything for the Wardens. Yes, anything for the Wardens. Of course. Anything. We'll do anything to help you on your way. What do you need of us?
Try quicken the day of the lands meet. Due to, let's just say, about the invasion. We can use that as an excuse to quicken the lands meet.
You're right. I can't. Do you know what? I can't really disagree with you there. With the old archdemon flying over the top of the city, it's only going to be a matter of days before he decides that he wants to take it down. You saw what he did to the Chantry in just one, in just one sneeze. That was all it took. So we should really think about.
Luckily, it didn't hit our secret weapon. Let's say.
No, we have been made aware that Queen Honora is safe and well. Lord Michael got us a message, so very, very well done. That was a good job, and I can imagine that old King Bob had lots to do with that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah, very good. But yes, no, we have been made aware that she has been kept safe. I presume she wasn't in the Chantry when it imploded.
Well, I was at the hiding place that we gave her. Just luckily, everyone from the Chantry escaped. Was out doing their tasks.
Fine news. I'd like to hear that kind of thing. Fine news. The news seems to be getting better every day, Commander.
How's the other new arrivals? I know we heard from. Was it? That is bad. I can't remember Bob's son's name.
Bill.
Yeah, that's it. Bill. Got too bloody many kids.
All right.
Mind your bleeding own business.
Yeah, right. It's all right. Hi, guys. All right. You're still alive, then. It's always good to see. Hello. All right.
Just.
It's been a while. Yeah, no, Goliath's here and ready for you to command.
Well done.
Yeah, I did something right. They're all here. Even me governor. He's here too, but he's in the camp. He's getting them ready. We're all ready and raring to go.
Oh, all right, then that's it then. I suppose we just attack.
Attack what?
We can't attack anyone.
Attack what, you crazy cretin? God.
Are you trying to go make initial war against weaken our forces and then let the Darkspawn pick us out?
I've just realised I put you in a war tent with like 8 people and I've got to keep jumping back voices.
Well, I don't know. You just do what you want then, Ada.
Let's go see if the Earls can do that for us.
Yes, well, I do believe that we could possibly, yes, if we can get in the city, we can go and talk to them at least. Give it a go. Yeah, I do believe that this is something that we could do. Stop fucking talking about it and let's bloody head in there new, right? And we just fucking go and get on with it. Bloody talking all the time, you crazy bastards. Come on.
And we'll just go.
We will. No, it's fine. We will. Very good. Yeah, right now we're going to take our leaves, Walden, and we're going to head ourselves into the old city, and we will follow your command. So get the lands meat brought up to as quick as we can.
Right then, attack!
What are you on, Bob?
Shut up, you stinking lizard.
Wow, I'm glad.
Bill,
I'm glad I rolled high then. It's one person burst into the tent. Just, enchantment. Enchantment.
I'm sorry.
Just walks out here.
I'm so sorry for your stepdad to actually say that to you.
I'm glad I rolled quite high.
You can't control your emotions, Bob.
So the three elves have left the tent and they have now headed towards the sea.
Yep.
Sorry,
Here you
while I'm
go.
here, does anyone have any healing things that can cure me? Just while we wait around.
Right. Get your nibbles out then.
What?
Never mind. Right,
I got there's a little drink.
Okay,
Get them out then.
and out. Don't have to ask me twice.
And in and out. Shake it all about.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in and just out. Close your eyes.
Okay, I have.
Nope.
And bend over.
Okay. Forwards or backwards?
Forwards, please.
Bend forward. Okay. Right.
Right. You ready? Ready?
Yep.
You sure?
Yes.
Right.
Makes me glad that my son isn't with us now.
Oh yeah, definitely. But he's gonna be watching this.
No, he needs to learn.
Not necessarily.
You can't shield him forever.
And Bob Hill's in 5 HP.
Yes. You didn't thank you.
We're going to be walking in front of you,
by
and you'll be
touching,
running for a couple of hours.
by touching his head.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why I wanted him to bend over.
Yeah.
Okay, I was expecting more, so I'll give myself. I'll give. Oh,
Crouch or lay down, you know, anything like that. Just
I'll lay in hands myself as well because that was a bit underwhelming. So I'll give myself another 15, 16 actually, make it a nice round number.
Bars all I've got left. You won't let me have anything else.
Oh no, that's okay.
so. It's middle of the afternoon, sort of like midday. The Earls have left to go into the city to chase up the landsmeet. You are in the war tent with pretty much every voice that I've managed to come up with during the last 64 weeks of campaign. It's a little bit of downtime for you, so you can effectively take a rest during this time. And that is where we'll leave it for this week. Another episode of Dungeons and Dragon Age has come to an end. We fast approaching the end of this campaign. But if you make it all the way to the end of this, thank you very much. And until next time, take care.